Hi guys, so this is going to be a bit of a different video this week, and I really wanted to do something to talk about this issue because it's been an issue that I've been watching over the past week unfold, and not just watching, I've been actively trying to do stuff for it. But I've been watching, and to be fair, I think I've been quite shocked at it, and it's taken me quite a while to process. Now, I wasn't going to do this video this week. I was going to talk about my influences in dance, and I think that will come. I will do a video on that. But this week I thought it was really important to talk about this particular issue that has come about this week, and also I don't think has had the press that it's needed to until now. And I think it's about time people start speaking up about it, and that's what I want to do. So I was really nervous to make this video because I don't want to say the wrong thing, I don't want to offend anyone, and I'm really nervous to make it, but at the same time I don't feel right for this week posting something different because it just doesn't feel right to ignore this issue. So hence I thought, why not use this platform? I know I might not have the following that it needs to, but maybe it'll reach some people, maybe it won't, and you know what, that's okay. As long as I can kind of do something to help, this in a way feels like I can, but I know it's nothing that in reality some people are going through. So I wanted to talk about this. So by now, I think we're probably all really aware of what happened to George Floyd. It's actually really hard to talk about it because, so I saw this video when this started coming about and I was numb because just seeing it in plain sight, what happened to him, and I mean, this is going to be a really hard video. I still can't understand how this is happening in 2020. I don't understand how it's happening, and I feel so ignorant. I feel ignorant in the fact that I was shocked that this is happening, but at the same time, because I thought we were at a point in our lives that we had gone past this kind of racism, and I feel really ignorant in the fact that I thought this had stopped. And I think I didn't realise how bad things still were for people. I didn't realise how bad things still are for people. And I think as white people, we have to accept the fact that we still have white privilege, but what we can do is use it to help those that are suffering from racism, and that is where we've got to use our voices to actually do something good with that. So then hopefully one day we won't have racism, there won't be this inequality that there still is. And I still find it hard to wrap my head around that this can happen. I mean, what was there for George to be as brutally murdered in the way that he is, simply for who he is? Like, when are we going to get to the point at which we start judging people on their character instead of how they look, their sexual orientation, their religion, everything? When are we going to get to a point where we can stop judging people for that? And I don't get how this is still happening. I don't get it. I will never understand it. And like I said, I feel really out of my place saying this because I will never be able to understand what that feels like, and I would never claim to ever understand how that feels like. But like I said, I want to use my voice to be able to help people and to help the cause and help try and just try and do something and not ignore it. Like I said, this was going to be a very different video this week, and I just felt like I couldn't post something else this week knowing that this is going on. So I obviously lived in the US last year, and this morning I was watching videos from the protests yesterday that happened in Cleveland. It was scary. It was scary to see somewhere which I loved being torn apart by a protest, and a protest that was very peaceful but then also did end up result into violence. I think, again, I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I'm really scared of doing this because I don't want to offend anyone, and I don't want to portray the wrong message or anything. I'm in two minds about this because I think you can't fight violence with violence. I genuinely don't think you can fight violence with violence. But the kind of looting and stuff that I saw happen in Cleveland yesterday, from what I've seen, that is the kind of stuff that happened with Stonewall, for example, for the LGBTQ plus community, and that actually got results. So I'm kind of in two minds about it. At the same time, I do think you can't fight violence with violence, but I get sometimes you have to take that view, you have to take that extreme to be able to actually make a difference and to make a change. So it's scary, and it's heartbreaking that that is what we're having to resort to actually get some change now. Because, I mean, what else can we do? Especially when you have someone like Trump in the White House. What can you do? So also, I think a big thing that I've been trying to look into is what you can do in the UK. Obviously, I'm in the UK, and I want to know what we can do in the UK to be able to help this. So what I've done is I've gone and signed as many petitions as I can that I know. I've been really active on social media, trying to find information out about it, find petitions and stuff that I can sign to try and make a difference. And I've just been following it and trying to educate myself as I can and as I go along. And yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do, and I've been trying to find more ways that I can get involved and stuff. And I think social media is becoming a very big platform to be able to help. And I think it's important to realise that even though this is happening in the US, I can't speak. I don't profess to know, but there are still a lot of problems in the UK with racism. And I think this has just highlighted how this is still happening in this world. And yeah, I think it's just really important to be active in this, and this is why this has been a really hard video to make. And I know it's not a very long video because I don't want it to profess to know everything, because I think we've all got a lot of learning to do, and I know that I've still got a lot of learning to do, and I don't profess to know everything about what's going on. All I know is there's innocent people being killed every single day for the colour of their skin, and to me that's not okay in any sense of the way, in any sense of the world. I don't understand it, and I will never ever understand it. For me, I've realised it's not enough to just kind of sit back and be angered by it. You can't just sit by and pass by it. You have to educate yourself on it, and you have to be actively involved in trying to stop this happening, not just saying, that's heartbreaking, that's really terrible, and then just swiftly moving along. You've got to be actively doing something. Even if you can't do a lot, you've got to look into ways that you can do something. So if you're like me and you're in the UK, educate yourself on the problems that are happening, educate yourself on what you can do better. Check in with people that may be affected by this. check in, and make sure everyone you know is okay, especially if they're going to protest. Like, just check in and make sure everything is okay. And I think most of all, just don't be brazen about it. I think it's come to a point now where we've all got to take a stand. And I mean, I was terrified to do this. I was really scared to, but I'm glad I've done it. And I think it was an important thing that I wanted to do, because I just didn't feel right posting a video about dance and what I love to do and not even acknowledging this. So yeah, I think please don't just sit back and watch this happen. Be active, be doing something. And yeah, I think just try. And another big thing that I think we can all do is talk to those that are around us, our family, our friends. And if they don't hold the same views as you, try and just have a reasonable discussion with them and explain to them why you believe what you believe. Because I think a lot of people, and especially probably in older generations, do not understand what's happening and to the extent it's happening. So I think, yeah, now is not the time to be silent on it. It is not the time to be silent on it. And I think we all need to do better, learn more, educate ourselves more, and just do what we can to stop this happening to more people, to stop what happened to George Floyd, what happened to so many more before him, happening again, because it's not okay and it will never ever be okay. Next week I will be back with a bit more of a light-hearted video, but this week I really wanted to do something towards this and to be active. So next week I will be back with my video, which was scheduled for this week, on my dance influences and my Q&A that I put up. So I might do those two in separate videos as well, because I've realised I had a lot of questions, so I think I might do those two in separate ones. But yeah, so please, if you're out there, go and sign petitions. I'll link some down in the description box below. Please go and sign some of these petitions. Do what you can, educate yourself, go on social media and find more ways that you can do more to help the cause. And yeah, just do what you can, because we can't let this injustice keep happening. We can't keep this going, because it needs to end, and it needs to end now.